Cancer. Hey there, babies. Melissa here to do your love reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's not going to resonate for all Cancerians. If it does resonate for you, I'd love a like and a subscribe from you. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. This is a love reading. We're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overall energy. Anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between. Just whoever you have on that sweet little Cancerian brain of yours. Sweet little I choked on it. I am a Cancer, by the way. I love y'all so much. Let's get at your love life, babies. You'll notice there's a lot more Cancerian readings than other signs on my channel. Stay tuned for more. Let's get at it. Anything you need to know about me, by the way, you can find in the About section. All right, so the energy that you're bringing is the Queen of Swords. The energy the person you have in mind brings is the Two of Pentacles. And then the potential outcome is the Page of Cups. Oh my God, you guys. Look at that overall energy, though. Okay, so A could be dealing with an Aquarius. B could be a situation that, it was written in the stars. Okay, how cheesy am I? I'm cheesy. You're going to find that out about me, Cancer, and you're going to like it. Because you guys have gone through some serious letting down the weight of the world. This is our biggest transformation as a Cancerian that we're ever going to go through, is really letting go of what people think of us. We love people so much, but we take on a part that isn't ours to take on, which is needing them to love us back the way nobody's going to love us the way we love them. That's just it, okay? But it's about letting down the weight of the world to really be able to do what we're here to do without caring what people think. Just doing it because we know it's our calling, and we're just a different breed. And I'm going to start a Facebook group for us because we do have so many things. I'm awakening to all of my gifts, and I'm like, wow, had somebody told me 20 years ago that that was what was going on there, 20 years would have been better. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like we have so many gifts that we usually kind of feel insecure about, or we feel like we're crazy because we know more than people, okay? We just know more. We can't get them to see things that we know, or, and we've tried so hard. No, I swear this is the way it is. Sorry, I'm going into a big old tangent here, but it's like, once we come into a space of really letting down the weight of the world, not caring what people think, we no longer need to explain what we know. We just know that we know. You know what I mean? I love it. And we're willing to put in the work in all areas of our life. So that's always been a Cancerian trait. I've never met a Cancerian who doesn't work their buns off towards what they know is right. It's really about that. It's about working hard towards the things that we know is right instead of what we're told to work towards. So oftentimes it goes against the grain, almost always in our cases. And, the world is so conditioned to the world's so conditioned that people are more turned off by people calling bullies out than they are by the original bully. This is a really, how do we get the perspective accurate for the world? I don't know. Is it our job? I don't really know. At least we get to see things clearly. We're willing to work our tails off for righteous reasons. That's what I'm getting right now. And that does always lead to solid foundation, solid new beginnings, okay? Healing, hope. I love the star card. Could be in the spotlight, by the way. I've been feeling that in the Cancerian vibe. If you're not in the spotlight, you may be called to the spotlight, because I do believe in this age of Aquarius, it's going to be a time where our kind of non-practical and sort of not outlandish, what's the word I'm looking for? Outrageous, I guess. Our outrageous views are going to be, the creator can only, you can only see things when the creator allows for you to see them, right? Cancerians have been allowed to see things for a lot longer, and we've really, again, been shamed for that or called crazy or whatever it is. No matter how little or small the subject, again, if we can see more deeply into the subject, we just get made fun of for it. Instead of people just accepting that we know more, or that we're more aware that we have a better vision of that particular thing, they feel more called or more comfortable just humiliating us, making fun of us for things that, again, we're gifted with. The age of Aquarius, I think, is opening up a whole new, the creator is actually going to make it possible for people to see things as we see them. And I feel like we have sort of a platform here that we're going to need to, without sounding too grandiose. Again, the platform could be tiny. It could be you and a group of 3 people trying to, just open the eyes of the non-awakened, or help awaken folks that are not awake. That's what I feel called to do anyways. And I feel called to actually speak to Cancerians about it, because I believe that Cancerians are going to be helping people wake up a little bit. I keep, in my head, what keeps coming through is, mommy's here, time to wake up, babies. Weird, right? But that's what I feel like Cancerians are here for. We are the mother of the zodiac, and all I keep thinking is, mommy's here, time to wake up, babies, like waking your kids up for school. We're gonna wake up the masses, y'all. Sorry, putting a little pressure on your ass. That's what I feel like this is. This is us awakening the masses, helping wake up those that are still asleep. This is the Queen of Swords in your energy. I think this is how we're going to do this, because we're cutting out any bullshit. We know we can't pour it. We've talked about this every single week. We can't pour into things that are not receiving our love. And we also need to kind of guard ourselves from people that are going to come in and try to suck that energy of ours out. People that, again, aren't going to receive what we're giving, but they want our energy anyways, okay? They're energy vampires, and they're everywhere. The person you're dealing with is working their buns off. They just seem busy at this time, maybe trying to weigh out their head and their heart. We'll see. We'll get more to, we'll clarify all of this. I love the outcome is the Page of Cups. This is sort of like a sweet love offer and the outcome of your connection. So you, them, outcome. Also, when there's a major arcana in the overarching energy of a love connection, it means that this is a super deep soul connection. Again, could be dealing with an Aquarius and could be dealing with any sign. We'll get more. Could be a Libra, any water sign. Those are coming across the strongest so far. But more importantly, I feel like this is about you have done the healing needed to, in order to come into a space of helping heal, again, the collective. And I believe that when we have we're called to that particular job here on Earth, I believe that the Creator sends in a purpose partner, somebody to kind of almost, as Cancerians, I've talked about this before, where we kind of don't have the capability of observing the egotistical layer of someone. I believe our purpose partner is going to be able to see that layer, okay? Because it is kind of, again, we're vulnerable to egotistical attacks because we don't see them coming. We can see beyond that, and people think we're naive, and it's really, no, we actually can see more than you can see. Or beyond what you can see. We can actually see the good part of you that you don't know you have, but that leaves us vulnerable to the parts of people that are not so pretty, not so loving, So anyways, I do believe the purpose partner will come in and have kind of that ability. So, or maybe, still be loving and caring and kind, but they're not going to be as ushy-gushy as you. And Aquarius would be the perfect match in this case. Wow, you got the Queen of Swords twice. And then Nine of Swords, babies. Well, we've been through a lot. That's what I'm going to say, is that as Cancerians, we've been through the ringer. I know that people want to think that I feel bad for it. No, I don't feel bad for us at all. I don't sit and talk about the traumatizing things I've been through. I just say that I've been through traumatizing things. I'm not here to get anybody's pity or have a pity party. I'm here to help people through the darkness that I've endured. And this stress is in a space of, the Ten of Wands isn't here. It was in there. The Nine of Swords comes because of the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands to me is really caring what others think. This stress here, this Nine of Swords stress, is only when you're worried about, it's about not trusting your callings and worrying about what other people are going to think of your callings, okay? I've gone through this for so long. Like, I know people aren't going to get what I'm talking about. I know that I've tried to open up the little box, Pandora's box. I don't even know what Pandora's box is, so weird. And we'll see if that's, I don't know what I just said right there. But I love when the channeled message comes through and I don't know what it is, because then I'm like, shit, did I just say something terrible? Anyways, I gotta let down the weight of the world. I don't care. The messages come through. It's none of my damn business. And the truth is, once we open up the magic, and again, this let down the weight of the world, we have so much to offer, so much healing, so much love, so much care. When we're in this stressful space, it's like we won't even allow, ourselves to love anyone, because we're worried, we're scared, we're trying to protect ourselves. And truth be told, when we're doing that, we're hurting ourselves more, okay? You got the Queen of Swords twice, and the Strength card, and the Nine of Swords. This is a lot of stress, a lot of head energy, a lot of thinking. It looks like you've been through a lot with the Strength card, and you've had to be patient. I'm guessing, just from experience, that waiting for ships to come in, the truth is, if we do the diligent work on ourselves, heal ourselves, and follow our callings, our blessings are coming. It doesn't matter in what, it's not necessarily we're all going to be filthy rich, and we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be able to eat. We're going to have a place to live. Okay, like these are things that the Creator will make sure of. And for me, after this last awakening, that's all that I really care about, is me and my children being able to eat and sleep in a warm place. You know what I mean? And help others through the darkness that I went through in this last awakening. It was probably the scariest time of my life. I was sober. I've been through a lot of really scary things, believe it or not, and guns to my head and shit. But this awakening was much scarier than that. It was like, wow, this is dark, and I just kept having to have faith that the darkness would end. I had nobody. First of all, I had walked away from all of my connections, but sorry for getting a little dark. Somebody must need to hear this, so for whoever doesn't, I'm sorry about this, and we'll get a lighter reading next time, hopefully. But in the midst of the darkness, I just kept praying and having faith that God was going to bring me out of the darkness. I found out, as I, through downloads and whatnot, that the darkness is just trying to heal. It's all of the pain that you've ever suppressed trying to come to the surface to be healed. When you do that healing, it awakens all of your Cancerian gifts. I'm going to tell you that right now. So, but feeling that pain, I'm not exaggerating when I say I laid in bed for 7 months, 7 to 9 months, with very little time out of my bed. I mean, I would get out of the bed to, take my kids outside to the beach or something like that because I had to. But even so, I would lay at the beach. It was like I couldn't move. My body hurt from trying to release this pain, this energetic, every time you suck it up, Buttercup, the pain that you hold in there instead of crying it out actually needs to come to the surface to be healed at some point. So, years of suppressed pain came out in the form of 9 months laying in bed. And it was ugly. I mean, it was ugly. I would get up to sing a song or get up to take my kids to the beach, but it was like if we were at this house, I was in my bed and I couldn't do anything about it. I felt so terrible for my kids. They didn't seem affected by it at all. But I'm just going to tell you that that's why it's important to feel whatever it is you're going through. Really feel this pain. Let it out. Let it out. You don't have to sit and cry in front of people. Cry in your bedroom. You know what I mean? Watch a sad movie. Write it out. Write your story out. If you have a tough story, write your story out. It'll heal the wounds as each word goes onto the page, okay? And every tear you release and every, the vibration that your body gives, that occurs when you are crying is releasing pain that has been suppressed. It comes out in the form of a massive depression. It feels like a massive depression. Again, it's suppressed pain from your entire lifetime, because as Cancerians, we do feel a lot, so we have to suppress a lot more. So it is about really allowing that pain to come to the surface and cry it out. We have to feel it. If we care to get through, you can suppress it if you want to. You can continue to suppress it probably for the rest of your lifetime. What I'm going to tell you is releasing that pain is going to awaken some gifts inside of you that you didn't even know you had. We all have them as Cancerians, and then the downloads will be more clear. Everything becomes more clear once the pain becomes released. Once you stop, that pain actually kind of keeps your ego burying your spirit to protect you because it's needed, okay? When we're in that much pain underneath the surface, the ego is there to protect us, and so I'm so grateful for the ego at points, and I don't like when the ego is mean, but at the same time it has saved many of us through many situations. Again, the pain is going to need to come to the surface to be healed if... So the person that you're dealing with, I just don't even think this person is in your sights, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like you have, you got the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like they're kind of fighting their own, their way through their own path. I do feel like this is your other half. The Star card came out again, and I was going to take that. So they're just kind of fighting their own battle right now. And again, they may or may not be in your 3D. I feel like this is somebody who's just trying to get to their own place of security first. Somebody who wants to get all their ducks in a row before they come in. They want to know what they have to offer you, and they don't even have you particularly in their sights. But the kind of person that's coming in for you is going to be the kind of person who knows they have the one waiting out there for them, and this is your Two of Cups, okay? So it's like they're wanting to get all their ducks in a row, really get through this kind of, when we are still suppressing pain, we're very defensive. We don't even try to be, but we get offended when people are mean to us. And I don't know if that'll ever go away as a Cancerian, but maybe it will. I don't know, because I'm not totally healed, and I don't know if I'll ever be totally healed. I don't know if I ever want to be totally healed. I've been through a lot, and I think that having a little bit of pain left in me really does allow me to come on, you know, to YouTube as and relate with people on a very personal level, where I think some people are just kind of talking down to other, you know, to their viewers, and act like they have all that it takes and they just know everything. And I like coming from a space of, I don't know everything, I'm still learning as I go, but what I do want to talk to you about is what has helped me through it all. Especially as Cancerians, we are a different breed. We can feel things on such a level that, you know, people wouldn't understand it, so people just call us names. Instead of just getting that we feel things differently and more deeply, they just make fun of us, call us crybabies, blah, blah, you know. Again, they couldn't endure a day in our life, I guarantee it. They wouldn't know what to do with the depths of our emotions. It is, and again, I get a kick out of air sign, and I'm not trying to dog on anybody, but I get a kick out of somebody who is not emotional, not an emotional person, telling me to control my emotions. Like, okay, do you think you just really made it through this entire time just being better at controlling your emotions than me, or do you think maybe I have emotions and you don't? It's always so hilarious to me for somebody that is a non-emotional person telling me to control my emotions. Like, you wouldn't know what to do if you had these puppies. You would be, I'm watching somebody on a motorcycle fly, like they don't know how to drive it, and it's just like almost driving itself. That is, if somebody entered into the Cancerian vessel, what would happen? It is definitely a beast to be tamed. And the gifts are magnificent once we can sort of get to a space of really understanding why we feel the things we do, understanding our gifts, and understanding that it's just nobody else can understand it. I've really come to a place where I realize that only other Cancerians really get what I'm saying. Other water signs even have no clue what I'm talking about. Cancerians are just a different, special kind of breed. You know, they're not as empathic as us, so they don't feel everybody else's emotions on top of us already being emotional. It's like, well, you know, your emotions don't even hit your physical body, they hit mine. So I'm not only trying to deal with my emotions, I'm dealing with yours that you don't even have to deal with. That was weird, I didn't even know that. So that's a fun channeled message there. Anyways, the person that you're going to come in contact with is going to be a purpose partner. Somebody who, I'm guessing, like I said, is able to observe that egotistical layer and kind of so that you both have something. So it'll be like the Two of Cups. Just two entities blending perfectly together because you have different things to offer the same path. Weird message. So it's like you have different perspectives of the same goal. Interesting. I like that a lot, actually. That's cool. So it leads to this solid new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles, that is going to lead to abundance in all areas. Again, I feel like you guys are going to be on a path of possibly in the spotlight with the Star card here. That can mean that to me. But more importantly, I feel like you're going to help heal the collective. And that's what I think Cancerians are really here to do in the first place. On whatever scale that pertains to you. That could be that you literally just, you know, give every stranger that you run into a smile. Or, you know, 5 minutes of your time while they talk about their life. And we always seem to know what to say, and that's because we're always channeling information from the divine. And it just looks like a gorgeous connection. I think there are some little things that are being ironed out within each of you. And then as soon as that is ironed out, the Creator has all of that. We can't do anything faster, slower. You know, people are trying so hard to do this right, do that right. If I do it this way, will that work? Will that work? You know, it's just about, no, what will work is knowing that the divine has all of this under control and that we have no control over the outcome, the timing, that, you know, it's all in divine time. And so it's about really releasing any control and just keep doing the next right thing and working on your own self-love. And getting out of this Nine of Swords energy. Again, the Nine of Swords energy, I think, really has to do with doubting your gifts, doubting yourself, being around people who are doubting you. And that's always a concern because we are very empathic. And we can be kind of not gullible, but we believe what people say because we always come from a very... a genuine space, so we always believe what everybody else says. What we don't realize is that a lot of people that are saying, you know, if somebody's telling you, no, don't, you know, don't be so you, okay? This is what my own mother has told me. Well, maybe you don't have to give them everything. Maybe you don't have to let them see everything. I had to walk away from my mom. I love her, and you know, we may never talk again, but I everything that I did was, she was ashamed of it, and I could feel it on every level. And it was like, we can't be around people, places, because we are so empathic. We can't be around that. We just can't. We have to walk away from those things if we really do want to heal, and then and really get to know our own magic and our own powers. Interesting stuff. Okay, so I pulled a couple of oracle cards. Again, you guys, if you have been in a darker space, I want you to know, or if you're in a darker space now, the outcome of this connection is a love connection coming in. Again, like a purpose partner, solid new beginning, something that will last a lifetime. And it's like the creator's telling you that this is all about to shift in your favor, okay? The doors are going to be opening, the green lights are going to be on, and it's going to be that people are going to really understand. It's about knowing when and how to share. You know, when you feel called to do it, it's like, but we wait for opportunities to come to us. Otherwise, we are forcing ourselves on other people, and that's, you know, that's never going to work. Nobody's ever going to hear you in that way. It's about waiting for the opportunity to come to you and then allowing your light to shine when that opportunity does arrive. Interesting message there. So it says, re-energize. So that's about just really taking time for yourself. This is the self-love I was talking about, just really knowing that we are a different breed. Being out in the grocery store, even now that I'm totally awakened, or I'm feeling totally awakened, I feel everybody I walk past's energy, and it's scary out there, especially in the dark midst of the pandemic, when people were really freaking out. I mean, my word, I walked through with my headphones on and ducked and bobbed and weaved and tried to get to my groceries and get the F out. It was terrifying, to be honest with you. So it's important to take time for yourself, because you are the most empathic body out there. And you're taking in and on all, everybody around you's fears. And believe me, there's a lot more at this time than there ever has been. So take time for yourself, nurture yourself, pamper yourself, take a bath, do your toenails, shave your legs. Ownership. It says you acknowledge that your misdeeds and accomplishments alike. You acknowledge your misdeeds and your accomplishment. I can't, you guys. I can't read. And your accomplishments alike, and learn to love them all as a lesson. Yes, amen. Absolutely. Again, you know, the darkness that I've endured, or the things I've gone through, I was not a good person. I mean, I was nice, and I always cared about people, but there were times when my own pain and fear caused me to hurt others. And it's about knowing that even those were lessons for those people, for myself, for, you know, when you really are not true to yourself, dangerous things happen. So it's about being true to yourself and really acknowledging that, and not shaming anything that you've gone through or done. It's about knowing that you don't ever have to go through or do it again. We now can really come from a space of love and light, and try to bring love and light into everybody else's life as well. I love you so much, and I will see you guys next week. Mwah.